In this video, I like to prove quadratic formula. You know what that quadratic formula is: x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. I'm going to show you how we got this formula. You know that standard form of a quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the completing the square method to solve for x. So first we're going to move c to the other side. And then we want to complete the square. In order to do that, we need to take out the coefficient a. You get a quantity x squared plus b over a x equals negative c. Now notice a times b over a is bx. That's why it has to be b over a. Now how do you complete the square? You have to divide the coefficient of x by 2, which is b over 2a, and then you have to square that. So it becomes b squared over 4a squared. Since we added b squared over 4a squared, we need to do the same thing, but be careful. You have a in front of the parentheses. So when you distribute a over here, you actually end up getting b squared over 4a. So you need to add b squared over 4a. So now what happened is that this is a perfect trinomial. So what we could do is we could write it as a square of a binomial, which is x plus b over 2a quantity squared. And that equals to, using the common denominator, you end up getting b squared minus 4ac all over 4a. I just use a common denominator and I add these two. So now what I want to do, I want to get rid of a. So why don't let's multiply everything by 1 over a, both sides. So you get quantity x plus b over 2a. And you get b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. So now we need to get rid of the square. So square root both sides, you get x plus b over 2a is positive negative radical b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. Well, the radical 4a squared is going to be 2a, so you end up getting x equals negative b over 2a plus or minus radical b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Notice you have the same denominator, 2a, so x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And there is our quadratic formula. So basically quadratic formula came from standard form of quadratic equation, and you use the completing the square method to get the formula.